Base.
This morning, the command of 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment will pass from Lieutenant Colonel Edward L. Arson III to Lieutenant Colonel Derek S. Draper. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Colonel Brandon S. T., the commander of 3rd Brigade Combat Team Rakkasans, 101st Airborne Division. At this time, the battalion NCO of the month, Sergeant Beto, from Headhunter Company, will present a bouquet of red roses from the officers, non-commissioned officers, and soldiers of the Iron Rakkasans to Lieutenant Colonel Arson's wife, Tracy. The red roses in full bloom signify her devotion, dedication, and tireless efforts to the soldiers and families of the Iron Rakkasans. Lieutenant Colonel Arson's daughter, Sophia, will receive a single red rose, and his son, EJ, will receive a battalion hat. At this time, the Soldier of the Month, Special Jackson from Chop & Company, will present a bouquet of yellow rosebuds from the officers, non-commissioned officers, and soldiers of the Iron Rakkasans to Lieutenant Colonel Draper's wife, Courtney. The yellow rosebuds signify the blossoming relationship she will form with the soldiers and families of the unit. Lieutenant Colonel Draper's daughter, Annabelle, will receive a single yellow rose, and his son, Joseph, will receive a coin. Now approaching is our reviewing party, consisting of the reviewing officer, Colonel T., the commander of 3rd Brigade Combat Team, Lieutenant Colonel Arson, the outgoing commander, and Lieutenant Colonel Draper, the incoming commander. The change of command is a simple yet traditional event that is rich with symbolism and heritage. Key to the ceremony is the passing of the colors. The colors not only represent the lineage and honors of the unit, but also the loyalty and the unity of the soldiers. The color are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibility to the organization. Wherever the commander is, there are also the colors. The custodian of the colors is the Command Sergeant Major Francisco A. Damiani, the senior enlisted soldier in the unit and the principal advisor to the commander, who will pass the colors to the outgoing commander. The passing of the colors symbolize the transfer of command responsibility and authority from the old commander to the new, demonstrating to the soldiers of the unit that Lieutenant Colonel Arson has passed the mantle of leadership to Lieutenant Colonel Draper, and with this passes the loyalty and unity of the soldiers. By authority of paragraph 2-5 alpha, Army Regulation 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment, effective 9 June 2021. Signed, Derek S. Draper, Lieutenant Colonel, Infantry, Commanding. Command Sergeant Major Damiani will now return the colors to the color bearer, who exemplifies the higher standards of discipline, conduct, and military expertise that go with the responsibility of bearing the flag that represents so much to his fellow soldiers. The color bearer for today's ceremony is Pilot First Class Pacha from Headhunter Company.
Battalion, parade, rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of 3rd Brigade Combat Team, Colonel Brandon S. T.
All right, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well today. Sir, Sergeant Major, I'll address the elephant in the room, the weather. So if we wouldn't have made the weather call, I promise it would be storming outside right now. So, but here we are. It's great, and we got everybody together. It doesn't really matter where. It's really the why is why we're all here. But General McGee, Sergeant Major Knapp again, thanks for being here. All of our distinguished and honorary members of the regiment, honored guests, family, friends, and soldiers of the Iron Battalion, thanks to everybody for being here today. I'd like to offer a very special welcome to Lieutenant Colonel Arson's family, his wife Tracy, his children Sophia and EJ, and his parents, Brigadier General Retired Ward Arson and Mrs. Donna. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to Lieutenant Colonel Draper's special family, his wife Courtney, his children Joseph and Annabelle. Welcome. I know that you have a lot of other family and friends joining us today, and a warm welcome to you all as well. A special welcome to any Gold Star family members of the Iron Rock Sons in attendance today. They're a group that has sacrificed so much for this country, and we are always honored to have them among us. In mentioning our Gold Star families, I'd like to also take this time to honor and thank our fallen comrades that have gave the ultimate sacrifice in support of our nation. 101st Division Band, once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for all that you all do. I know this is our third one this week, but your dedication every single day is commendable. So this is where it began. Not in this auditorium, but here with this highly versatile, trained, disciplined, fit, and cohesive fighting force that we have in the Iron Rock Sons. And although the pioneers of today's force faced vastly different challenges and forged innovative pathways to success, the men and women of the Iron Rock Sons stand conspicuously alone in the light infantry spectrum. They represent one of only 9 air assault infantry battalions in the United States Army, a battalion with but one singular purpose for being, to close with and destroy the enemies of this great nation. Over the last 2 years, the men and women of Iron Rock Sons Battalion have sustained operations here at home and along the southwest border and completed multifaceted operational training in all types of environments. Ed took command of Iron 22 months ago and immediately began preparation for the brigade's most recent rendezvous with Destiny. In late 2019, the Iron Battalion deployed to the southern tip of Texas to conduct surveillance of over 350 miles of the Mexico-United States border. Throughout this deployment and home station training, Iron lived true to their motto of iron sharpens iron. Whether it was conducting the 2020 Iron Warrior Challenge, which consisted of 187 burpees, 187 sandbag get-ups, and ran an 18.7-mile run, or while conducting the one this year in 2021, which consisted of a 10-day field training exercise that included platoon live fires, platoon situational training exercises, a joint forcible entry, and a grueling 18.7-mile ruck on the way home. The men and women of the Iron Rock Sons continue to sharpen iron. Staying true once again to their motto, Iron conducted its battalion Mungadai in December of 2020. Officers from across the battalion executed a 24-hour crucible event that pushed the physical and mental limits of its leaders. Ed's leadership led the way for his battalion to constantly sharpen that iron, which is made apparent by the nearly 250 soldiers having earned the Air Assault Badge, 20 soldiers having earned the coveted Ranger Tab, 1 soldier being inducted to the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club, and 1 soldier representing the battalion as he competed in the 38th Annual Best Ranger Competition. I think the most notable way that iron sharpened iron is made clear through the battalion's 84% opt-in rate for the COVID-19 vaccine, leading the way as one of the highest opt-in rates for a single battalion across not only the brigade and division, but in the 18th Airborne Corps. Throughout all of this training, and again, under Ed's leadership, the Iron Rock Sons demonstrated the resiliency required of soldiers and leaders. The mission complexity of this battalion is also so challenging that the Army chooses its leader from a select group of tried and seasoned officers, men like Ed Harston. During his 2-year tenure as the 3187 Infantry Battalion's commander, Ed set the example for rigor, fitness, and readiness across not only this division, but the entire Army. He was steadfast in his exercise of battle command and insightful to his counsel of the senior leaders across the 101st. His mastery of leadership was matched only by his vigorous promotion of the Army's core values. Ed possesses the remarkable character to handle conflict with grace, success with humility, and tragedy with supreme compassion. He has earned the respect of his men, his peers, his senior officers, and his adjacent supported battalion commanders. For a Rock Son, there is no greater compliment. And while his lens has remained focused principally on the current fight against COVID-19, with an eternal vigilance demanded of this versatile fighting force, he has always maintained the aperture to recognize and embrace his soldiers and families. Far from alone in this endeavor, Ed has enjoyed the counsel, wisdom, and unfaltering devotion of his wife, Tracy. Her dedication to the Iron families over the last 2 years has been a significant source of strength for this incredible command team and an inexhaustible resource for the families she has served so well and so faithfully. As the Arnston family begins their next rendezvous with Destiny, Kat and I wish you both the best of luck and Godspeed down in Austin in the great state of Texas. As this exceptional command team moves on, we are excited to welcome Derek and Courtney Draper to the brigade and the battalion. Chosen from the same select group of officers as Lieutenant Colonel Arnson, Derek is prepared to take the Iron Battalion to the next level of excellence. Derek and Courtney, you are truly the right team at the right time to steward this great organization to success. And Kat and I wish you the very best as you take on the reins of the Iron Rock Sons. We know you're going to do well. Iron Rock Sons, although we're not in formation, you do look great back here in the auditorium and up here for the small group of commanders and guidon bearers. I continue to be humbled by your achievements, and our nation is forever in your debt for the amazing capabilities you bring to the Army each day. Continue to safeguard the incredible reputation you have forged and the high standards that you set here within this brigade. Let valor not fail. Rock us on, Air Soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again for being here today. I'll spare the introduction. You've already I've already thanked all of our distinguished guests who have come here today, and thank you again for coming. Thank you to my parents who came down from Minnesota. It's been great spending time with you this week. Thank you for your support through the years and instilling in me the values and the work ethic that I still carry to this day. As I leave command of the Iron Rock Sons, I do so with complete gratitude in my heart for the experience over the last 2 years. The first people that I must thank are my beautiful wife, Tracy, and my wonderful children, Sophia and EJ. Honey, thank you for enduring yet another deployment. This one was inside the United States. I don't think we ever saw that one coming. For your unending love and